oh my goodness, again, oh my fucking goodness. Oh my goodness. So I've been having nonstop mic problems. My mic was muted, volume wasn't on properly, my recording software is not working. I recorded this video 3 times, now makes the 5th. This one now marks the 5th. Let's try to knock this out now. Let's keep it nice and sweet. Let's get into it. I'm gonna particularly show you guys how I identify support and resistance. Yeah, these are the zones that were marked up from when I was talking to myself because the audio was not working. But I normally will start off with the higher time frames and then bring myself down to the lower time frames. The lowest I normally go for rejections or zones is the 30-minute. And then even then I prefer the 1 hour, but the 30-minute does allow you to see wicks more than the 1 hour. Anything lower than the 30-minute I wouldn't necessarily trade on unless it was a scalp. Other than that, no. And also unless it had confluence with the higher time frames. So if I was looking for a break and retest zone on a 15-minute, that was necessarily okay, as long as the confluence is there from the higher time frames. So I'm just gonna go back in time. It's too far. Alright, so here's how I would identify a zone, me personally. So this, let's say we were trading at this point. This is the highest part, that is the highest level that it's been to. I would put it at that level, and then I would also do a break and retest zone for here and leave it at that. Excuse me. I like to look for the highest price is gone within that month, past couple months, however long it's been. So how long did it take to get down here? So 120 days, about 3 months, yeah. So just a little bit more than just 3 months, but I'm sure you get the point. I like to look for rejections. So if you look at this is the weekly time frame, by the way. It's rejected off of here 3 times. So if I were trading back then, which I actually was, if I were trading back then and I had saw this huge weekly candle breakthrough, I'd be looking for a break and retest. Excuse me. I would be looking for a break and retest of that zone. Where the hell did that go? Here it is. And then I would be looking for wicks on the daily or the 4 hour with rejections. So this would have been something good, but I would have liked to see more than one. Either that or a strong candle afterwards. So this is good, this is good, this is good. And then to see this strong candle would have been my entry, especially on the daily time frame. And boom. Alright, so now that we're on the daily time frame, let's go look at some other zones. So the wicks do not always have to touch, because price will not always go up to the zones that you identify. If they do go up to the zones and you have identified them on the higher time frames, for me particularly, I notice that they tend to not abide by them, but respect the levels a little bit more. So here, this is the lowest point before it broke here, and I am cherry picking a little bit, but this is the lowest point after it, the second lowest point after it broke here, and then for it to come back up, you have a very clear retest, and this is still the daily time frame. So I would have been looking for rejections. So small rejection here, larger rejection here, doji candle, and then a huge rejection, and then it breaks support off of the daily time frame just to continue down. So that would have been my entry. If I was just trading off the daily time frame, I would have targeted the bottom bodies of these candles. So that would have been about a 14-day trade, and and I don't think I would have personally gone for the lows. Maybe I would have had taken partial profits and let the less ride to break even or whatever. So then let's go down to the next zones. So you have another zone. I'm gonna delete this one. Delete. Here you have rejection off of here. Confusing candles. One says, oh, I'm gonna go up, the next one says I'm gonna go down. You have rejection off of here. I like to draw, or I like to mark them from the highest to around, you know, medium range where the bodies are at, and then I'll just drag them forward. So boom, you have candles respecting the zone on the daily time frame. Now this is not always the case, but I particularly like to look for repetition. So if I see something has been obeying a zone or respecting a zone more often than not, I'll trade off of that zone. Let me look for a prime example of respect. Is it this one? Yeah, here it is. Alright, so from here to the bottom of that, and then draw forward. So this has been a respectful zone. So if you look at this whole thing was 40 days. 40 days of consolidation. 40 days of consolidation for it to then break through, come back up after months, retest the zone, and then drop through. So when it broke through, I still saw this as a possible zone to be respected. So then when you go look over here, it's been respecting the zones. Excuse me, it just now broke through a couple days ago. But look for repetition, look for respect when you're identifying the zones. I like to look for repetition, and then I like to look for respect or rejection, such as this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I was rambling a little bit, but if you guys did enjoy the video, put a thumbs up. If you didn't, put a thumbs down, and then let me know why you didn't enjoy the video. I do want to improve the content over time, but see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Bye, have a great time.